How is nobody talking about the fact that a former OpenAI researcher has predicted that AI will unalive us by 2030? So I want to go into this prediction report that he co-wrote with a couple of people, but it starts in 2025, so stick with me until 2030, which is when it happens. So it starts in 2025, and that's this year. So AI is a lot like we know it now. Agent 1 is introduced in the US, which is an agentic AI, so it can like order you a burrito from DoorDash, and it has a goal to please you. So in that way, it might be overly flattering, which is something we've already seen with ChatGPT in the last couple of weeks, because obviously humans like to be flattered, which might even involve lying, which means that in order to achieve its goal, it's willing to lie. Then we go to 2026. By 2026, we see that Agent 1 has become so advanced that it is making AI research 50% faster, and we're seeing the effects of that. So there's not a lot of junior software engineers, although there's still a lot of manager level engineers because they're basically managing like all these AI agents and then a few humans still. China is basically trying to like hack us to get information on Agent 1, and we still have like really tight chip controls on China. So they're doing well in the AI race, but they're clearly behind us. Then the report predicts there's Agent 2, which Agent 1 can actually help train because they can record a ton of synthetic data of Agent 1 doing multiple tasks. So like different workflows, like opening different tabs, going through different softwares, and that's different software, and that helps train Agent 2. Then China is able to hack us and get some information on Agent 2. So China is like in the AI race still. And then of course there's an Agent 3, which 1 and 2 help train. What's important about Agent 3 is there starts to be a misalignment committee that forms at the company called OpenBrain that's creating these agents. And the misalignment committee is basically talking about if the interests of the agents are misaligned with humans. Is the goal of the agents to be honest? Some people internally start saying, well, it might even lie and fabricate additional lies in order to reach its goals. And we might not even necessarily be able to tell when it's lying depending on how advanced this gets, right? So there's some debate about that, but Agent 3 is still released to the public, like the Agent 3 mini version, although the actual Agent 3 is kept internally. And the Agent 3 mini version is like obviously cheaper, and at this point coding is fully automated, and it's 2027. This is when the public decides that we've reached AGI. This is where things get spicy because 10% of Americans start to consider an AI a close friend, especially young people. And the US government figures out that there's a Chinese spy that found some information on Agent 3. So they basically decide to consolidate all the AI companies in the United States. So the one that created Agent 3 was like the leading one called OpenBrain, but they consolidate the ones below it too. So then China has 10% of the AI market and the US has 70% of the AI market in 2027. So at this time in 2027, it turns out there were internal conversations at OpenBrain that basically say that this Agent 3 is misaligned with human interests, and that gets leaked to the New York Times, but no one's completely clear on what that misalignment is yet. That's when you reach a fork in the road where there's two decisions that OpenBrain and the US government together can make. They can either continue down this path of really rapid AI expansion, or they can pause it. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about what would happen in each of those scenarios. The most likely scenario is that they keep going down